right? We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. I have not. I just arrived.
I like your
My garment?
garment.
Are you Mexican?
Yes, I am.
Your dad is Mexican?
Yes.
Believe in God?
Yes.
Okay. And you know that God has a chosen people, special people? Or does God love everybody?
I feel like God would love everybody.
That's what you were taught, right?
I was taught to feel healed.
Okay. Well, did you go to church at all? Mom
Yeah.
took you to church?
I went to a private Catholic school.
Okay. And it shows you a picture of God, what he looks like, or Jesus?
Yeah, but I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in that?
No, not
What
at
if I
all.
showed you for sure that that's a lie?
I would believe that.
Okay. And because you don't have your phone, I want to help you find it.
Yeah, because
Where do you think?
my iPhone location said it's here.
Okay. It
And
says it's here.
yes.
Is it
And
your
the
phone?
people that I've asked, one particular couple, two people, they yelled at me as soon as I approached them. So I feel like they
They
have
might
it.
have it. Where
Or
they at?
maybe they have mental illness. So it's
Okay,
not
let me
good.
tell you something real quick. Okay. God has chosen people. Okay, what nationality was Jesus? It's not his name. His nationality? He was an Israelite from the Jew, right? He was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Okay? Now, wouldn't that be God's chosen people, the Israelites? God, have you ever heard this? God is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
So Jacob's name was changed to Israel, so that he's the God of the Israelites, which Jesus was an Israelite. Okay? Now, here's the message I want to give. There are 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. One was the Jews, named Judah. Okay, so that would today that would be my people. So Christ looked like me. He had woolly hair, which was great. He had like what color was he?
Dark.
What color? We all know what color. Now, so I'm the tribe of Judah. The tribe of Issachar. You're one of the 12 tribes of God's chosen people. The nation of Israel. That's the truth, right? On a poncho, I got thieves, right? Coming off that poncho. Native Americans have these coming
Oh,
out.
yeah, they
This is a sign. This is one of the commandments that God told you for the children of Israel to wear this on their garments. Okay, so when you go back in history, it's like, well, why did they do this? Well, that was one of the commandments that their people did. Okay, so what you're supposed to do from here, you thought you came up with it for your phone, which here you can find it. Okay, well, God brought you over here. So because of the time that we're in right now, it's crazy.
It is. It's
You
wild.
understand? You see the war going on over there in
Yeah,
Israel?
it's very sad.
That's coming here. Okay?
When?
It's at the end. See, God is saving this place for last. He's saving this place for last because he's about to destroy this place with nuclear bombs. So that war has everything to do with what is coming. They're all in the street fighting each other. You got the Arabs fighting the so-called Jews out there in the streets, coming and hanging each other. Okay, that's coming to the streets of America. And this, what I'm telling you right now, is what's going to happen. You got a boyfriend, got a man?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, all right, sis. When you get your phone, here's what you got to do.
Find myself a man.
Well, that's not, you got kids?
I do.
Okay, how many?
I have one daughter.
Okay, how old is she?
She's 4. Yeah.
What you got to do is you have to save your daughter. You have to be able to protect her these times that are coming. Okay, this is the way you came over here for God brought you over here to hear this word. You're going to get to your phone. Okay, so when you get your phone, which I believe you will, here's what you got to do. Okay, you type this into a search. Mexicans are Israelites. And then all the videos come up of people out here doing what I'm doing. Sometimes a bunch of brothers standing in these garments.
Very nice. Yeah, I was like, okay.
You understand? Because this is what we do. What are we doing? We're bringing out this word.
Yeah.
We're bringing out the truth about this Bible because the only place you can find the truth about this Bible is from a brother standing out here Okay, and it's Mexicans. Traffic Ishikar out here standing with us.
What
Okay,
does that mean?
you understand?
Yeah.
Because it resonates with
It
your
does.
spirit.
I'm like,
You
ooh,
understand?
it's
So,
like magical.
you understand? So that's why you're here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I believe you're gonna find your phone. You go straight to YouTube. That fool told me. Okay. Mexicans are.
Mexicans are Israelites. I
That's
believe
it.
it. I believe
That's
it.
it.
Alright.
Okay. All right. Now, um, okay. So it's set in this general area.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
something that's like,
well, you need something that will lead you to it. You don't have an iPad or something.
I have my laptop, but it literally just died as I was across the
Okay.
street
Well, where
trying to
is it at?
connect to
Because I got
Wi-Fi.
these charging packs.
When it, I think it wouldn't work because
It's a plug.
it's a plug.
Okay. It's
I
not,
don't know.
you can't do a USB thing.
Nah. I
I'm trying to
mean,
think.
the
How do we
only
track?
thing I could do, maybe I could go get my iPad and come back, but it would probably be gone.
What,
Oh
the
well,
phone?
we'll
But
just
we
try
can
it.
check it because I'll be here with these packs.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll help you find it. Okay, what was I going to say? Where exactly were you?
I was at work. I work on Fulton.
So where did you lose it?
In between Fulton and M Street.
Walking?
I was on a motorcycle.
And then think that it fell out.
Yeah. And then someone found it and brought it here. Because we didn't come here.
Yeah.
I went from home or from work to home.
So you're tracking it then.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's here.
What kind of
I just
iPad do you use? Is it Apple?
I have an yeah, I have
And the phone is an Apple.
my phone is an iPhone, yes.
Okay, so you gotta get your iPad, hit that thing, and then you gotta, cause it'll lead you directly to it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, what would I do? Just be like, hey, I'll give you $100.
You gotta pull that biscuit out and say, give me my damn phone.
Give me my fucking phone. I do have one, but I don't like to do that.
Right,
I
right.
wouldn't do that over a phone.
No, and I'm joking when I say.
Yeah.
What's your name? I'm sorry.
Oh, Violetta.
Violetta.
Yeah, what's your name?
Is that Violet?
Violet, yeah.
My name is Joshua Wan. That's my Hebrew name. Joshua Wan. But my given name is Jeff. I'm gonna let you know that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm out here. All right.
Yeah.
You ain't got no man. I was gonna say, tell your man to come out here so I can teach him some stuff so he can teach you. But if you want to learn, I'm always out here every week, right? About this time, I'm bringing up his word, but you can learn on your own too. You gotta go type in Mexicans or Israelites. All of the videos are gonna come up, right? When they do, you let the Spirit of the Lord guide you to the right one. Okay? And usually the one that's most difficult to watch,
That's the one. All right.
or Great Millstone. Can you remember this? Great Millstone.
What is that?
Great Millstone.
Right.
Great Millstone or GMS. When you see GMS, that's the one. It's about to be crazy. Banging with no cage. Okay, did you take the shot yet?
No, I didn't.
Are you?
No.
Why? Because the Spirit tells you.
Yeah.
That's leading towards something that they call the mark of the beast. How are you going to prove that you did or did not take it? Right now it's a little hard. So, okay. But counterfeit, absolutely. Real hard. All right, you know the devil is.
I have an idea.
All right, the devil is the people that put our people in slavery. Okay, we never did it.
Like,
Okay, I'm brown, right?
Yeah.
I'm not the color for sure. And they're not this color. They're not that color. They're actually red. Why? Because you can see their blood. Right here you can't see my blood showing forth through my skin. Right here you can. My skin is translucent. What do you see when you see through their skin? You see their blood. Sure. Make them real mad, they get real mad.
yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying? Now the guy with the horns.
That's hilarious.
That's what the Bible said. So the guy with the
man.
horns on his head, the pitchfork in the tail, what color is he?
Yeah, that's fun.
And I can pull out of the Bible these red. Watch. Okay, because
I feel like I should go get my
that and track your phone down and know that I'm right here, because the feeling I can see that the truth is resonating with you,
Yeah.
and this is the way. This is the way that's going to get you through what is coming on the earth. Everything has to do with everything. The shot, the mark. They're going to put you in a concentration camp, in a FEMA camp. If you don't take the shot, we put you in a FEMA camp. We're going to quarantine you and your child. How are you going to get your daughter up out of this? You understand?
Yeah.
So go do what you got to do. I'm always right here. Today I'm here. Tomorrow I'm going to be over on the Fulton Mall, right under the bank. Okay, in a little free speech area, right across the street. Okay, and I'll be out there about the same time, out here for about an hour or two, depending on how long my old ass can stand up. All right?
All right, I'll be around.
Okay, Mexicans or Israelites?
I'ma Google it.
All right. All right, so we out here to wake up the people, all right? The 12 tribes of Israel, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and you Negroes, all right? You are the 12 tribes of Israel, all right? And it's time for you to wake up to your true nationality, right? To repent, to acknowledge your offense, and then pray for forgiveness. Come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, because the time is of essence right now, all right? And that's what we come out to do, all right? So, first and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushua, B'Hashem Rakal Kadash, all right? Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, all right? Okay, so this war, we could clearly see, all right, is ramping up, all right? And these other nations right now are about to get involved. Why? Because the Most High is gathering the troops down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. Clearly and quickly, this thing is gonna start happening real quick. Now this devil, he knows what the Most High is doing, so he's gotta put some gas on his whole program. Salakia. The devil has to speed up his whole program because he knows, he's looking, he said, oh shit, okay, here come these chariots, okay, war is about to encapsulate the globe, okay, and he knows that. Why? The Most High is putting the spirit on everybody to do His will, right? Fight each other. You got the Palestinians, so-called, and then you got the so-called Israelis out there, what they call lynching each other, right? Just the language alone is crazy. Oh, they're lynching each other in the street. They're what? I thought that was reserved for us. Okay, but what you see when the scriptures tell you that the Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart, okay? First of all, your heart is your mind. And to harden it means the Most High, the Pharaoh's heart, the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High, all right? Or his mind, if you will, okay? So, and the Most High turneth it whatever way He will. So what you see right now is the Most High saying, okay, my robots, now turn around. You were living together, you know, and I was keeping you at bay from one another. But right now I want you to turn around and kill each other. All right? And He's doing that worldwide. People are going to choose sides. They're going to come against each other. And we're watching that right now. Okay? And what the Most High is doing is He's foiling these devil's plans. These nations, they all got an agenda. And their agenda, they took secret counsel to come up against us, right? And subdue us and try to exterminate us in a homicidal, genocidal campaign in Psalms 83. All right? They have taken crafty counsel and they're trying to pull off that agenda, but the Most High is thwarting their plans right now, all right? So we're going to start right there. We're going to start with the conspiracy of them to try to eradicate us from our true position, which is the kings and priests and judges of the earth, all right? That is their agenda, is to prevent that, but the Most High's agenda is to reinstall, or to finally install, after we done, been at the bottom of every kingdom. Now it's time for us to be put in our rightful place. All right? So, Shalak. This is the book of Psalms. This is Psalms 2 and 2. Start at 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Well, what vain thing do they imagine? That they can take and subdue the children of Israel and keep them from their rightful place in the world, which is running shit from the top. All right? They have imagined a mischievous device called the New World Order that's not going to come to fruition. All right? Why? Because nobody can overcome the power, the strength, and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? And like I was telling the young Issacharite girl who had the right spirit on her, right? That the Most High is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right? Jacob's name was changed to Israel, so she's an Israelite. I hope she finds her phone so she can take it to the next level. And but the point being, okay, that even though you got Jake around here right now, you got Issachar out here mowing lawns, we're still in slavery, all right? Why are they mowing lawns? Because of whatever they did, right, in this kingdom that they probably got locked up for, and then they got put on community service because, and that's all you see is Jake. You don't see Esau out here. You don't see Moab and Ammon out here. All right? This is not our natural place. Our natural place is to be given orders and telling these people what to do. All right? And that day is coming so quickly, it's going to make your head spin, and you're not going to be ready for it because you don't have that ruling class mentality. We're still down here. All right? Psalm 2 and 2. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. All right? So, that's the conspiracy. All right? So we got a stranglehold on these people. All we got to do is face the east and call on the name of the Most High. All right? If we did that, the Most High will come and install us in our spot, in our position of authority. All right? But that's not the way he wants it to happen. He wants it to take time. He wants us to be tried in the fire before we're given the main, the grand prize, if you will. All right? So, this devil that came together, like what he's about to do, right, is to prevent the Most High from doing his will, as though he could actually do that. Right? Letting you know that the Most High created the perfect uh, automated robot, if you will. All of us, right, are man's goings are of the Lord. So we're all robots. They were just created to be the lowest form, you know what I'm saying, of Android. All right? And really, their purpose is pretty much fulfilled. Right? It was to put hell on us while we were being tried in the fire for millennia. All right? But in this day, what they call in this day and age, right? This is the age where we ascend, right, to the throne, an everlasting throne. And we don't need the devil no more, because the devil, basically, these Edomites are the Most High's whipping stick, or his sword, if you will, right? To do what? To punish us for going off. So the moment that our bodies are changed and the laws are written in our inward parts, the moment that happens, then we don't need the devil no more. All right? But until that time, he's scheming and plotting as though he can undo what the Most High, who declared the end from the beginning, right? It's already set in stone what's going to happen. So he don't have no chance. He don't have no choice. All right? It's not going to go down like that. It's going to go down exactly the way that it says right here in these scriptures. And nobody can stop that. It doesn't matter what you think or what you want. All right? When, first of all, you've been loaded up with nothing but false information. It's called garbage in, garbage out. When you put a faulty program into a computer, that computer is worth nothing. Okay, but when you're full of truth and light, the real light, the one light, okay, then that's a great computer. All right? This is Psalm 64 and 2. Start at 1. Psalm 64 and 1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Now, who's the enemy? Who is our enemy? And the Issacharite, she got it. I said, who is the devil? And she goes, the white man. Because it was on her spirit. Her spirit was right. Her spirit was right. I hope she comes back. All right? I hope she comes back and gets, follows up. I hope she finds her phone. Her spirit was right. Because those are the tough questions. When you ask who the devil is, I say it's the people that put our people in slavery. She goes, the white man. She understood. Right? And then when I brought the pieces together, I'm like, well, they're not white. They're actually red. Then she was laughing because the truth was resonating with her spirit, which is why the Most High brought her up here in the first place. All right? Because it's high time to awake out of sleep. All right? It's high time. Hey, the signs. All the signs are right there. Okay? What are the signs? The war. That's a big sign. All right? Why? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming back during the time of the war. They can't hide what is going on in Israel right now. And the fact that it's going on in Israel, that's starting World War III. What's going on right now is starting World War III. Where is it going on at? It's going on in Israel. That's a big sign. Okay? And how did the war start? Did it start because Hamas started shooting rockets over there? No. They started shooting rockets because they're mad. Why are they mad? Well, if you saw the recent Jason A compilation video, which he's real good at putting videos and bringing all of that information together to paint a picture. He's really good. He's always been very good at it. So the Most High put the spirit on one of the brothers to upload that, right? And contained within that last video is the reason why the war started. Why did the war start? And this is the last war. You can just tell. You can feel it. We're hastening the day. We're speaking things into existence, all right? The main thing that started this war, when the Amalekite was sitting there talking about, and the lady said, "You're stealing my home." And he said, "If I don't steal it, somebody else is going to steal it." That's why the war started, because that campaign of pushing them out of their land, stealing their land, and having that devil attitude like, I can do whatever I want, I'm going to kick you out of your house, I'm going to take your house from you. That's what started the war. Because it's been going on, and there's a whole campaign that they're hiding of straight up thievery and genocide on those people, stealing their land, stealing their homes. Okay, and at some point you got to fight back. Then Hamas shoots the rockets. And then that's when the 1948ers come back and make up a lie. Oh, well, you fired on us first. Well, you're still in my house. It starts with the stealing of land and houses. And then you got to get in there, and you got to fight. You have to, with sticks and stones, if that's all you got. And that's what we're watching. That's what we see. All right? That's how that thing started. Again, Psalm 64:1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. All right? That right there, the secret counsel of the wicked, that's the conspiracy. All right? Oh, what conspiracy? You're a conspiracy theorist. No. All right? The mysteries and the secrets, right? You think that what you're doing is in secret. All right? Because you fooled us for so long. You fooled us into believing that we're African. You fooled us into believing that we're niggas and we have no beginning except for slavery. You fooled us into all kind of shit. But the Most High set that whole thing up so that we can wake up to the truth. And you can't stop it now. All right, now we know. What do we know? We know about the conspiracy. You even tried to make that a bad word. Well, they're going to come out, when they start telling the truth on us and use the word conspiracy, we already have a fail-safe. We have things in place to demonize that word when they catch us in the act. And that's how the devil gets down. All right? But see here, we done searched you out. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, so first of all, that's two things. The wicked, speaking of Esau, and what? Secret counsel. What is that? Conspiracy. Where you all came together around a round table and say, how do we exterminate these niggas? These niggas, spicks and tontos. All right? And part of that secret council, one of the last plots, if you will, is we got to get them to take that shot first. Well, suddenly we care about you, so the people we care about the most, which is a bold-faced lie, we want Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to get the shot. What the hell? Okay, and Jake, you stupid, dumbass two-thirds, want to eat a hamburger. And the brother broke it down clearly when this idiot is talking about, fries. Oh, fries, so delicious. Oh, hamburger. What are they really saying? If you don't take that thing, you ain't gonna eat. That's how that devil, see, the devil is slick. He's more subtle than any beast of the field, right? And beasts of the field are men. And subtle means you're a deceiver. You're slick, smooth. Okay? You're a smooth and slick devil. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection. What's the insurrection? From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. What is that? To round us up because they know that their time is short. All right? So I'm just outlining where we're at today, why the things are going on that are going on, and how it culminates in their destruction. See, this war is about to fuck them all the way up. You know you done fucked up now. You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up. All right? That shit done got out of hand quick. All right? Why? The Most High hardened their hearts. He let it simmer. All right? The newscaster said, well, I was in the last skirmish in 2014, and it's nothing like this. All right? All of them rockets, right? What they call rocket. What's the difference between a rocket and a missile? Okay? The language. Oh, they only have rockets. We have missiles. Okay? Well, we're about to see who got rockets, missiles, ICBMs, and nuclear warhead. We're about to see that because it's going to culminate in that. All right? Now, I'm going to periodically check this camera because I had a failure. I had a camera failure last week. See, I'm actually able to see the red light. I had to set up a situation where I can see the red light in front of me, and then I can actually check because the sun is beaming on that thing. I can't see it. All right, so Psalm 64 and 5 again. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They think that they're being slick. They think we don't see them, but the men of the Lord, we got on the They Live glasses. We got the They Live glasses on. We can see right through them, right? And we know about their plans. The Most High gave us the skinny, if you will. All right? And what we're doing is we're exposing your whole plot. We're exposing your game on the internet every day. All right? We're loading videos every day, exposing everything that you think you're doing in secret. What I was trying to tell the little Issacharite girl, I'm like, hey, if you don't take heed to this right here, quickly, okay, this shit is going to catch you by surprise. You'll be out here looking soon. When that famine hits, you can't feed your daughter, right? When these things start happening around you, when Jerusalem is compassed about with armies, now that has to do with us over here, right? And they trying to use that. Oh, well, when you, it's hilarious when these motherfucking heathens are out here using our scriptures to try to describe their situation. And you have no understanding of the scriptures or the situation, who you are in context. It's funny, right? So it's a beautiful thing to be in this truth and to know, to have the inside understanding, and then nobody else does. They got the Israelite here, got to shape up a little. This is Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. You understand? With an arrow. What arrow? Not a broken arrow, but a perfect arrow, meaning your doom and your end. Right? That perfect arrow. Since we're speaking about war. This is Zechariah 14 and 12, real quick. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. There's Jerusalem, compassed about with armies. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. All right? That's the arrow. That's the Most High's arrow that he's going to shoot at them. And he's going to cause them just to actually pull the bow and release it on their own ass. Okay? The Most High is causing the Egyptians, right, to fight against the Egyptians. All right? Because Vladimir Putin and the Medes are the same people. You're all a bunch of Edomites. You and the Amalekites are the same people. All right? Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump are good friends because they're both Edomites. But those two nations are going to go heads up with each other. When I say nations, I mean lands, not ethnicities, because they're the same ethnicity. All right? This devil done turned everything upside down to the point where nobody knows who is who anymore. So let's get some more. All right, this is Psalm 56 and 6. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps when they wait for my soul. All right? Hey, they got us set up. Is what's going on. These devils came together at that round table and they consulted. All right? Let's see what these words mean. Psalm 83 and 1. Keep not thou silence, O God, O power. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O power, O God. Okay? For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. What? The Most High has enemies. Huh? Well, how is that? Well, because he made them. He can do that. He can do what the hell he wants to do. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Yeah, he made himself enemies that hate the Most High. All right? How and why? Well, Esau was supposed to get the birthright because he's the first son. What happened? The Most High made him give it away. Sell it. And now he's mad at the Most High for something that he did. See how the Most High works? Man's goings are of the Lord. So now this devil is mad at the Most High as though that means anything. Okay? Gotta keep my eye on my shit if they're out here stealing phones. So these are the Most High's enemies, starting with Edom. All right? And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They hate the Most High. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. And his people. Who are his people? The children of Israel. Okay? The elect of Israel. Psalm 83 and 3. Here comes the conspiracy. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. So back in the other scripture I just brought out, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Well, we're speaking of it right here. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Okay? So what is it? See, there's a wrench being thrown in their plans right now. Their plans are to stick that needle in your arm, jack you all the way up, and then re-enslave you by sticking that mark on you. Mark of ownership. All right? So that you can bow down and worship him and his bullshit technology that doesn't even hold a candle to the power and might, spiritual power, control of the elements, all right, that belongs to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and by extension, all right, his anointed, all right. In the kingdom, we're all going to have that spiritual power. We're going to have celestial bodies. So there's going to be no question. All right? It just makes sense, right? Because for years you go through life, you go through 40 years, right, of wondering why these people are on top, as devilish as they are, right? How is it that they're on top? And the whole time you're like, fuck that. You're like, what the hell is going on? Can somebody explain what the hell is going on? Right? And then, out of nowhere, the Most High turns around and shows you everything. And it makes perfect sense.
Is there any water around here, bro?
I don't think so, brother. It all makes perfect sense. That here we are on the bottom about to be raised to the top. Because this time, this age has come to an end. That here it is, we're better than everybody on the planet. Why are we on the bottom? Right? So when you're given this spirit, that the spirit of understanding, right? Everything makes sense. It all makes sense. Psalm 83 and 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. All right? So that we could steal that name and steal the blessings and steal the inheritance and steal the land, steal the glory, and try to create a perpetual kingdom for ourselves in lieu of the Most High. Only the devil could think like that. Oh, well, you done convinced yourself that somehow the Most High is not real. All right? And that rude-ass awakening, see, because you're so lifted up and proud. You fucking devils are so goddamn proud, boy. I can't wait to see your fall. And we're watching it right now in the middle of the Lord. Hey, we're hastening the day. All right? The way that this thing is moving so quickly right now, that's because we're hastening the day. The elder apostle Zahar coined the year, right? And it pushed that vibration hard. So now, all right, hey, these prophecies are jumping off the page. All right, they're completely screaming. Not only speaking, they're screaming. You understand? Here's the conspiracy. Psalm 83 and 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. There's the conspiracy right there. Then it goes on to name the members of this plot. Starting out with you damn devils. You red devils. All right? And it is just what it is. And I don't give a damn that you're red. It's the Edomite part. Okay? It's the fact that you're the devil. You were created to be the devil. It's not, well, you don't like white people. I don't give a shit what color you are. Okay? Why? Because it's Israelites that are red, but they ain't the damn devil. All right. Some of them are in league with the devil because he's a 2/3, and that's going to get washed out of you, and you're going to get your color back. All right. Because there ain't going to be no leprous ass Israelites in the kingdom. All right. You'll have the ability. Your body is going to fix itself because that's a deficiency. It's a curse, actually. Right? That's leprosy. All right, so there's the conspiracy. All right. Now, what are they doing? They're trying to bring in that mischievous device. Well, let's look at it. Because we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Second Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Well, we're not ignorant of the mischievous device. Let's look at one of his mischievous devices. We're not ignorant. Some of us are. Right? IUIC. And they ain't ignorant. They just out for that filthy lucre, so you turn in your head. It's Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. That mark is a device that goes right into your hand. All right, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, that's a device. The plan to do that is a device. Right? That idea that, hey, we're going to enslave these people all over again, but this time with technology. All right? That's a plan. That's not a physical device, but the chip itself is a physical device. All right? And the precursor to that chip, a lot of you already got it. And I asked the Issacharite, did you take that thing in? Oh, no. Are you going to? She said, oh, no, because her spirit was right. Her spirit was receiving the Spirit of the Lord, the Holy Spirit. All right? It was the Ruach HaKodesh was bearing witness with her spirit that she was definitely a Jake. And she was getting it. She understood who the devil was immediately. She laughed. when I describe the devil. When she came up, she was like, "Oh, I like your garment. I like your." She didn't know what to call it. I like your garment. I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, there's the icebreaker. Can you make one now? You understand? I'll show you this truth. Where's your man at? You ain't got one. Either that could be a problem or a blessing in these days coming up. If you get with a man of the Lord to protect you, because that's what it's about. It's about that protection in those days. All right, because back to what this device is about. How are they going to cause all? Right? They're going to have this place in total disarray. People are going to be, men shall be afraid. Okay? Like they're afraid over there in the Gaza Strip. They're shooting all them air strikes and missiles going back and forth. They're scared over there right now. Because that shit is going down in a way that it hasn't yet. This is the most fighting that they've seen. All right? This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Hey, it's going to be fucked up, especially for a woman. Woman's going to be like this. Oh, shit. There's complete lawlessness going on out here. They're grabbing up women. They're killing women. These niggas are mad about some child support and stuff like that. And no, I'm not, oh, you're going to go kill your woman because of child support. No, she's paying me. So don't try to use that. Oh, well, we went and saw his video where he said, in that day, they're going to kill women for... No, I don't have to, because the Most High already blessed me. All the money that I paid right now is almost recovered. But she ain't paying because she's a deadbeat mom. Who doesn't pay their child support? I paid mine. All of it's all paid off. All right? And now you're paying me and you're holding back on payments. Deadbeat. You're a deadbeat mom. Okay? So now, not me, but it's some niggas out there that are mad as hell. And when that day comes, guess what? It's going to be hunting season. You hear that child support? It's right there. The building is right there. Right? Hey, it's some niggas that are mad as hell. Because that child support fucked their whole world up. Right? I understand the not paying it. I get it. But you brought that shit on yourself. You put me on child support. That shit flipped around. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabbat Hashem Kadash. That shit flipped on you. You looking stupid, right? Right? Got the little check, put it in the bank. You ain't even paying it. You're paying the least amount, playing games because that's who you are. You're a loser. You're straight up loser. Fucking dirtbag. You're a fucking dirtbag loser. And the Most High got your number. Right? I don't have to do anything but put up curses. Bahashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. All right? So that's how bad it's going to be coming up right now. That's all part of this devil's plan. All right? This is part of his plan right here. This is what I was trying to tell the Issacharite See, you think it's all fun and games right now. I lost my phone. I can go get my. I lost my Apple phone. Now I can go get my Apple uh, iPad and search down my Apple phone because I got it like that. Well, guess what? That ain't gonna mean shit here in a minute. Here's what it's gonna be. This is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Okay, hey, quarantine camps. I told her about that. I'm like, hey, look, I'm giving you the warning. I'm blowing the trumpet. I'm singing this new song. All right? And maybe she heard that so that, so that the Most High can judge her. Maybe her spirit ain't right. So we don't know who is of the elect and who is not. Well, of course we want all Israel to be saved, but there's a bunch of you wicked ass niggas out there that need death. All right, let me check this camera. See if it's still popping or all right, it's still popping. Okay, so what time are we in right now? Hey, the war has started. War been going on, but now you see it. Okay? And I was telling her, I said, you see this war going on? She said, yeah. I said, well, that's coming here. Because the Most High is saving the best for last. He's saving, this is the coup de grace, the coup de grace. You understand? The greatest show, the greatest part of the show. All right? Right here at ground zero, Babylon the Great. He's saving this place for last. So we get to watch for a little bit longer, and then it's going to reach these shores. And it already did. I did a video about the so-called Palestinians and the so-called Israelis fighting over in New York City. What is that? That's the Most High hardening the hearts of the Egyptians to come and fight against each other. That's nation against nation. Over here in Babylon the Great. So it's already kindling. All right? And all it's going to do, like a crescendo, is going to become more and more until it's going to touch everybody. Oh, well, that's going on over there. That ain't, it doesn't affect me. The stupid dumbass that tries to say that it doesn't affect them. When it does affect you, what are you going to do? You ain't going to be ready. All right? You think you got time to pussyfoot around and not prepare your mind or wrap your head around what is about to go down. Okay? Those are the ones that are really going to be caught out there. And you're going to get locked up. I mean, either you're going to do what is necessary. Some of you are going to run up into the FEMA camp. Help me. Yeah, they're going to help you already. Right? This is Revelation 2 and 10 again. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. That's direct instruction. It's talking to us. And that's Yahushua speaking. Letting you know what to expect. Prepare your mind. Don't be afraid. Even if you get locked up. You've been locked up before. All right? But this time, it's about that guillotine. That guillotine, you know? And you got to be ready. Hey, if it's the guillotine, then so what? So? And only the informed, if you got this information, if you got this knowledge, you know not to be afraid. And it's telling you again, what's the instruction here? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Don't be afraid. If they grab you up and frog march your ass in cuffs, in shackles, into a quarantine, call it what you will, FEMA camp, concentration camp, where they got them guillotines over there working. They got lines, and you looking at what's about to happen to you. Okay? Hey, well, the Most High could either deliver you or until death. Okay? Be faithful until death. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Well, it's called trials and tribulation. All right? It's supposed to go on, and it's going to touch everybody. Nobody is going to be left out. And if you got a underground bunker, or you got a shuttle that's going to take you out into low Earth orbit, where you got a little palatial setup, where you think you're going to escape something, you're going to escape for about this long. Because there's going to come a time where we're going to go underground into these caves, into these doomsday bunkers, these, what do they call it? DUMBs, deep underground military base, okay? Bomb shelters, undersea, in the air, all right? We're going to come and get you. And your demise, if you will, is going to be worse than anybody that, didn't make it out here. Because we're going to snap them cufflinks on your ass, and you're going to be the first fruits of slavery in the kingdom of heaven. And it's going to go real bad. No, you're going to wish for death. All right? But this death, okay? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation. See, tried goes back to trial. And ye shall have tribulation. That's trials and tribulation. You shall have. Everybody is going to go through these trials and tribulation. You shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, the guillotine, in the concentration camp. How do you get yourself ready for what is coming, for this war that we're in right now? I might die. So if I gotta die, how do I want to die? All right? I want to die at the hand of the Most High. Anybody that dies, you died at the hand of the Most High. I want to be on the Most High's side, and I want to be doing the will of the Most High. If he puts me to death, that's a good thing. Okay? Here's how you prepare your mind for what is coming upon the earth. You align yourself with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and then you accept whatever fate he has for you unto death, because that's even a win. You're looking for the W, all right? You're looking for the W, and you might have to be a martyr in this thing. That's part of it. You have to count the costs, okay? You don't know what's going to happen. So what you got to do is you got to prepare for the bad, and you got to prepare for the worst. Salaki, you can prepare for the glory, and the opposite is it's all balance. All right. If you get beamed up, that's the greatest thing that can happen. Right? To be what they call saved. If you are in a line for the guillotine, that's a win too. All right? You have to see that as, getting beamed up too. All right? Because it says, the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. So that's still getting beamed up. And fuck this body. You ain't gonna be in this body. So what if your head rolls into a basket? All right. So what? And my point is you got to prepare for that. You got to wrap your head around that, if you will, even if it's in a basket. Wrap your head around the fact that, hey, you got to be faithful unto death. Those are the instructions. And then you get that crown. See, let no man take your crown. Hey, you're in that line. Two things might happen. One, your head might roll in a basket. That's the worst that could happen. All right. Two, the Most High might show you a way to escape. All right. The elder apostles always talk about there could be a guard in that line to say, hey, that door over there is open. And that's a beautiful, you know what I'm saying, message. All right. The Most High will provide a way to escape. That's a scripture. I want to look it up. Slovakia. It's 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to men. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Okay, so, hey, the Most High's ways are higher than your ways. You don't understand. What you got to do is you got to have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. It's lucky. All right, so, hey, this truth is a beautiful thing. What would you be doing if you didn't have this truth? You know, especially now, the odyssey of living in today's world, right? To know the movie, or to be moving along with the movie, knowing the narrative, right? Breathing and living within it. You got people that are straight dead, right? This is Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. hey, you jakes are dead to what's actually going on. And you're about to be dead. You are dead spiritually, right? And you're about to be put to death physically. Clean dissolved. Burned up out here. All right? You're going to eat a nuke. Can you imagine that? Burning up with nuclear fire? Can you imagine that? Turning into a puff of smoke? Well, that's going to happen on a mass scale. Instantly. All right? Instant death. Here today, here 1 minute, gone the next. All right? I just got totally distracted. So anyway. So back to the plan, all right? Let's see if I can find this. Gotta look it up. This is Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Okay, and that's saying a lot because it went right back into the chip. Okay? If you don't take that chip, you're going to be beheaded. In that FEMA camp, in that quarantine camp, if you will. It all works hand in hand. The chip, the juice, the dart. If you don't do that, if you refuse to do it, then the quarantine. And they're going to give you a choice. Are you going to do this or not? Get in this line over here and get ready to have your head cut off. Okay? So, this war, right, this third woe, is a monkey wrench in this devil's plan, right? The Most High is the one that's throwing it in there. He's like, I'm going to turn everybody on each other to stop your plans from moving so smoothly, to get them chips in everybody's hand, right? So it's slowing down. The gears of this machine, of this devil's plan, are breaking down, and you got to deal with this war because it's about it's about to get out of hand right now. All right. This is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past. And that woe is talking about world war. All right? So it reads, the second world war is past. And behold, the third woe, the third world war, World War III, cometh quickly. All right? Here's where we are in this thing right now. This devil got a plan to exterminate us, right? But the Most High threw a monkey wrench in it called World War III to slow it down and distract this fool, all right? What happened during World War II? A mock operation, okay, a psyop, if you will, all right, that involved people that were being called the Jews, which they're not, which they're not a Jew, right? And being locked up in FEMA camps, concentration camps, really it was quarantine for typhus, all right? And they were given a number on their hand, which that number goes back to IBM, that number goes back to a computer. That number, the new number, is going to be the mark. Who were they putting? Who are they marking? All right, and they're going to try to do that to everybody, but who is their target? According to Psalm 83, who is their target? Okay, namely the 144,000. Here's who they're afraid of. 144,000 get that power. They want to prevent that. If they can get you to take that mark, you don't get your powers. You're not a candidate for the 144. Even the dart. You take that medicine, you lack faith. All right? You bowed your knee to Baal. All right? And there are 7,000 that have not bowed their knee to Baal or won't. All right? You got to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, how I want to be in that number. The number is 144,000. All right? And they're deathly afraid of that. Israelite who is mad at his enemy, knows who his enemy is, and can manipulate the elements. I got control over the elements. I can't be stopped. That's their greatest fear. Well, their greatest fear is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but being as David, right? They don't want that. They don't want that. Okay, so here we are. Let's say that in 2 months, this thing spirals out of control and they go from shooting rockets to shooting missiles, not nukes. The nukes come last. So it's got to be a slow build on it. The build has to be slow because they need time. That chip got to come in, right? But it is moving faster than it ever has, all right? So in the middle of that war, when it's going real good and everybody is in there, you understand? Everybody, the line has been drawn and people have been made to choose their side. You get drawn into the war, right? Which is what the least of the flock is doing right now. He's drawing them in, drawing them out. When that goes down, and then everybody's fighting real good, expending munitions, right? That's when the war in heaven starts. That's when Yahweh Shai and the angels come back and start fighting against these armies that are here on the earth, right? And they have to stop World War III to fight the angels and Yahweh Shai. You want to hear about it, brother? That's the war that's coming. Hey, you got to know about it. You're going to be in the middle of it. You should know and be prepared. All right? Are you a Mexican? Are you a Mexican? Are you a Mexican? Your dad? Okay. You're God's chosen people, the nation of Israel. All right. Well, hey. Suddenly you don't speak English. But check it out. In that day, you're going to understand that was your opportunity, right? Because the Issacharite walked by, I'm speaking of the war, and it caught his ear, right? Which that's the spirit, okay? But then he turned it into a joke. Well, guess what? It's a good thing that you weigh about 300 pounds because you're going to need that in the straightness, in that siege that's coming, all right? If somebody don't slay you, fillet you, and eat you like a cannibal, you might be able to use some of that extra weight to live off of, right? Because you ain't going to have no food in that day. You're going to be starving in that day. Because you scoffing the men of the Lord when you should have brought your ass over here and learned what the hell is going on so you'd be ready or have a fighting chance, which you're not. And then the smart-ass little bitch who should have kept her goddamn mouth shut, you're going to get hunted down and raped in that day. Women are not going to have a chance in that day. Okay, and that day is almost here. All right? It's knocking at the door. Just look and see what's going on over the so-called Holy Land. All right? That shit's going down right now. And nobody can turn it back and nobody can stop it. All right? It's fun and games right now. For 3 more days in Babylon the Great before they lock this bitch down. And tell you, see, you think that things are about to go back to normal, right? Oh, well, they're lifting the pandemic. All right? No, the war is started. Motherfuckers are choosing sides. Syria is firing into Israel. Iran is supplying the munitions to fire in. So people are being forced to choose sides. People are being forced down into the valley of Yahweh to be judged. We're in the time of great judgment right now. Okay? That war is going to build exponentially, and everybody's going to be afraid. We're going to get drawn. When I say we, I mean Babylon the Great is going to get drawn into that thing. The draft is going to pop out of nowhere. You're going to rush a bunch of kids down there that don't know how to fight into their death. Okay? And in the middle of that war, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to crack them clouds with the angels, come back, and the war in heaven. Okay? And we're real close to getting beamed up at that time. We're going to marvel at the beauty of the Most High destroying this place. All right? Then they're going to rush to the nukes. And then we get beamed up. Okay? And that's as far as we got to go. All right? There's more after that, but that's as far as we need to go. This is Revelation 12 and 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right? That's that war in heaven. That's going to happen in the middle of World War III, which is where we're at. We're at the beginning of World War III right now. So the middle is coming soon. All right? Fucking Jake. I can't wait till Jake catches a bad one out here. Fucking 2/3 bitches. We're going to see who laughs. And I'm going to laugh at your fucking calamity when it happens. When you're scared. I'm going to laugh when your fear cometh. The Most High is going to laugh, and the men of the Lord are going to be laughing with it. I think this is a damn joke. We're going to see. It's going to be time to laugh. I'm going to laugh at your ass. I'm going to see you out there. So we can bring this out and go ahead and close it up. Because really, that's as far as we need to go. All right? You got to, the end is so close right now. And you idiots are out here acting like it's a damn game. We're going to see. This is 2 Ezra 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that men waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. That's Yahushua and the angels coming back to take these heathens and this devil down. All right? In the middle of World War III. And World War III just started. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. So that's that war chariot coming back, letting you know the strength and the power of it, and that you can't even fuck with it. 2 Ezra 13:5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea. All right? That's talking about everybody fighting each other. They were gathered together. Who gathered them? The Most High gathered them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. And then he's going to catch them slipping in the middle of World War III. Then they're going to turn and try to fight against the angels in what they call the war in heaven. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. It's talking about Yahushua and his great war chariot. That's going to scare the shit out of all you, you heathen and you two-thirds. And you better prepare your ass for death. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or the place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. You motherfuckers are going to be scared as shit. All right? And the Most High is going to harden your heart, meaning make your head hard, make your mind, you're going to control your mind and make you fight anyway, even though you're shitting on yourself. 2 Ezra 13:9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. So that's why the Most High gathering the armies into the valley of the Yahweh Shaphat to burn their asses up. Okay? And what's going to be left? The generals that didn't take their ass down into the battlefield, they're going to be sitting there with their nuclear football, and they're going to press them buttons. Most High is going to make them. All right? And when the missiles are in the air, okay, that's when we get beamed up. Come up hither. All right, so we're going to end it right there. All right? So with that, the book of Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, hey, you better get your mind right out here. Get your heart right, meaning your mind. All right, because this thing's going down quick. All right. So with that, all right, you say, call halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Kol Kadosh. All right. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, and shalom and salutations to all the brothers out kicking the word in truth and in sincerity. All right, shalom.